Hello guys, welcome to the channel. I have the HiBloks Face Cover Plus to show you. This is a type of accessory I've always wanted to check out. So when they contacted me and asked me if I'd like to review some of their products, I really jumped at the chance to try this out. So you may have seen gadgets like this already. It's basically a fan that pushes air through into the headset here. So you get two components. You get this piece here before I fit it onto here so you can just see it, and a replacement face gasket. So just take a close look at that. You can see those those slots there. So that's vent holes basically, which then pushes the air through the little slots there. And on the fan side, you can see that's where the air is sucked in through the fans, and then it gets blown through there. And you can see that's how it all connects up. So it does add a little bit of weight to the headset. It is extra 60 grams, and I guess you want to hear the fan going off as well. So let's turn it on. There's two basically modes, obviously off, and then two fan speeds. So that's one. So that's right next to the microphone. And two, which is slightly more powerful. And certainly you can hear it when it's on your head because it's quite close in. It does blast a decent amount of air even on one. And there's the little charge port there. It does come with a cable for charging. So that's good as well. So let me just slot it on here so you can just see how it fits on. Very simple, of course. It just slots on there. So obviously you put the face gasket on first, and then it clips in like so, and then just turn it on, and there you go. And certainly I can feel a blast of air that's coming down, which is kind of nice. So it does a couple of things, of course. It's something that's going to cool your face if you're playing active VR games on a hot day, and that's something that's very nice about this. I do like that. And the other thing it does do is it keeps the lenses from misting up. It prevents the misting up on the lenses. So yeah, it's kind of nice. Let me just take it off. I'll just show you how to remove it as well. It's very simple because it just clips in there. So you just put your thumbnails in there, and it just should slide off. So I do want to show you the face gasket because this is kind of an important thing you need to see. Just pull it out. The padding on here is quite thick, so have a look at that. You can see it is very thick padding. Material on here is very nice. Again, something to keep your face cool. It's not silicone, it's not foam. It's foam covered, and it's a woven type of stretchy material. So that's kind of nice because that does mean it's going to breathe better than obviously other materials out there. So I do like that. That's a good move. But look how thick that is. And of course, the reason why that needs to be done is that let me just slot this on, and it kind of makes sense, is to get the air flowing down here and get a nice draft through, is it needs to be pushed out a little bit. So that does affect the field of view. I can tell that the field of view is not as close up as using other face gaskets, because look at that, you can see it's very thick. It's kind of comfortable, but it is fairly firm. You do feel it against your face, but it's okay. And but yeah, that's obviously the completed assembly, and it does work as advertised. It's a nice cooling effect. The air sort of comes all the way down here, which is why there's no nose guard here, because it allows the air to kind of flow down. You can feel it across your face, and it is very nice. I like it. So if you're playing, really, active games on a hot day, this is a nice welcome relief. It does make a difference. It works very well. But I do want to show you the difference between that kind of cushioning there against the face gasket that I've been using up to now, well, more recently. And this is a Kiwi Design one, which is a very nice kind of fitness type of one with vents in there, but of course doesn't have a fan. But look how thin that is in comparison to that one. So yeah, there's a lot different, and for everyday sort of VR gaming, I would say I prefer this. But on a hot day where my lenses might get steamed up, or it's going to just feel really uncomfortable on the headset, then certainly I'll put this on there because I do like it. It does a very, very good job. The other thing you might want to ask is how much, does it add a lot of extra weight that you can feel? Well, 60 grams, I'd say you don't really notice it. I don't notice it. Let me just put this on and I'll just show you the weight balance before and after. So, because of course what you can do is you could use this facial interface and just take the fan off when you're not using it, which would make a certain amount of sense. But that's how mine headset is currently, with this head strap with a battery on the back. So very nice equilibrium, slightly forward, but you don't notice it. It's kind of good. I like it. Works very well for me. Let's add this onto the front, and there is no obvious noticeable change there. So let me just go on this side, just take that off there. I mean, it's a tiny difference. You don't really notice it when you notice it if you're using a decent head strap. If you're going to be using the fabric strap, the stretchy one that comes with it, then yeah, it's going to be more noticeable adding weight onto the front. And I'd certainly say if you're going to be playing active, games anywhere and you're going to be using this, get a decent head strap like this Kiwi design one. Put it together with this setup and you're going to have a very good time. So it works very well. So I'm happy with that. I think it does a good job. The noise levels, well, you sort of notice it a little bit during quiet times while gaming. If there's music and shooting and other sort of stuff, then it won't be distracting. You won't hear that over the game sound anyway. But yeah, during other kind of moments in a game, yeah, you might hear the fan noise. I didn't find it kind of got in the way of the enjoyment though, so it's okay. But yeah, I can certainly say it does a good job, does what it does as advertised, and I'm really glad I have this because there's going to be times when I'm going to love using this. But I must admit, there'll be circumstances or seasons in the year where it doesn't get particularly hot in the headset, even if I'm playing active video games on here. And for most of the time, I'll probably just use this one because of the thinner foam on here. I think I prefer this. I just find, obviously bringing it in with the increased field of view with a thinner face padding, that's going to be better for me. I prefer it, of course, and increased field of view. But when I need to get extra cooling, definitely I'll be using the HiBloks Face Cover Plus because it does a really good job. So nice job. These guys have done a really good job on this. I'm not sure how long it lasts on the battery. I'll pop something on. An annotation on screen about the use time of the battery on this. I've used it for I guess a couple of hours at a time, and I've done some charging and it's been absolutely fine. So I don't know what the absolute limit of the battery on here is, but you should get a few hours of gaming no problem, so you don't need to charge it often. And it fits pretty well. It doesn't go over the edge. Obviously it adds a little bit of visual bulk to it, but not much in the way of physical bulk to the feeling. But yeah, I do understand that it does reduce the field of view, and that's needed to allow the airflow to come through the headset. But yeah, nice products. There you go, guys. Hope you found that useful. I'll drop a link in the description if you are interested in this product. And there you go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye bye for now.